morning, everybody. My name is Yuri Kunsa, President and CEO of the Nashville Hispanic Metro Courthouse. It's been a year since we were here on September 15, 2020, last time, to announce the kickoff, the official beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month. On behalf of the Nashville Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, an organization founded in the year 2000 with more than 300 members serving the Middle Tennessee area, but also beyond that, since we have Latinos everywhere. And so we're going to hear this morning from some of our invited guests, numbers have grown. The population has grown dramatically, exponentially, but not only in Nashville and Tennessee, but beyond the whole country. We're counting today and announcing that there is a population based on census numbers of more than 62 million Hispanics. Hispanics are part of the Republic of America. They are not only the vital and very important backbone of our economic growth and progress for all, but also in all areas of industry, arts, and science, and education, politics, that we were going to hear this morning at City. So it is a pleasure to have you here, and I'm accompanied by members of the Board of Directors of the Nashville Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and also members of our Foundation Board, the NAHCC Foundation Board. We are going to welcome, and to begin this morning, we're going to welcome Elena Jimenez, who is going to perform the national anthem for us. Elena, sorry.
By the dawn, you're so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last and bright stars through the perilous light. Oh, the ramparts we once were so gallant, and the rocket's red glare bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Woo!
That's it. Thank you, Elena. And thank you, everybody. Please raise your hand if you're a member of the NAHCC or Foundation. Thank you for being this morning. We're going to have Mayor Cooper making an announcement in just a few minutes. In this humid morning, that is better than not being rainy morning. I'm going to welcome to make remarks on behalf of the NAHCC Foundation, Lorraine Segovia Bass. Please join us for the recording.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. My name is Lorraine Segovia Bass. I'm with the Nashville Hispanic Heritage Month. I'd like to welcome all those
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. So next, we're going to introduce a former chairman of our board, a great leader, a good friend, also very involved here in Nashville and actually beyond. Luis Parodi, former chairman of the NAHCC. I also want to bring that greeting from our chairman, Juan Rotorio, who was traveling in Memphis. He's a MD and he has to practice serves patients in Memphis. So he sends his regards. So he's probably going to give a message. We're going to post a live copy. So please.
Buenos dias, good morning. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be here to celebrate the beginning of the Hispanic Heritage Month. This is a time for all of us to recognize and acknowledge the huge contribution of the growing Latino community. Census data came out recently where it shows that there was an increase of 40% of Hispanic population in the state of Tennessee. And here in Nashville, we're seeing an increase from 10% to 14% of the population. So what that means, how can we put those numbers in perspective? It shows that the Latino community is a growing part of the community. Minorities are going to be majority in Davidson County. So for us, community leaders working in corporate America, not-for-profit, government entities, shows that more than ever we need to work together to help the future leaders to run the city, to run companies, to open businesses, and to grow and thrive in this economy. It's always a great honor to acknowledge that. And speaking of acknowledgement, a few days ago I had the honor to be part of a small group that went to the symphony to acknowledge a well-known leader in Nashville who has done a fantastic job and he's not only recognized in Nashville but worldwide for his work. The government of Mexico came with an award for one of our board members, Manuel Cuevas, who has done a great job putting the Latino community in great place. He's an orgullo Hispanic. We are all proud of your work and development, making us all look good for your hard work. And that's just an example of the work. We're seeing a lot of growth in the city, a lot of unions being built, a lot of restaurants and hotels, and if you see the back office, if you see those construction workers, you can see the economic impact that they're making. Not only as a worker, but also as a self-employed, as subcontractors, as business owners. So as a banker, I have the duty to help those to grow and stay afloat during last year environment. And now that the city is almost ready to reopen and welcome so many people, I think it's important for all of us to work together, not only to provide them opportunities, but also to help them with other key strategic needs like affordable housing, like education, so they can take advantage of all these great jobs coming here. So thank you so much, and I look forward to a full round of activities led by our president Yuri Kunsa and board members of the Nashville Area Hispanic Heritage Month. Thank you.
Gracias, Luis Parodi. I'm going to take the opportunity to thank also the corporate members who are doing the effort, and we're going to continue reaching out to those from our network, small business primarily, but also corporate supporters to find and see value in engaging with the growing Hispanic and Latino community in our area. Our thanks goes to Google, to the Regions Bank, to Advanced Financial, to People Gas, to Comcast, ABC Universal, Toyo's Clinic, and First Horizon so far, that these will be growing. So by the end of the month long, September 15th to October 15th, we'll have more of those corporation companies joining. It is a pleasure to now introduce a member of our board, but also a long-time entrepreneur who traces his roots to Mexico, family, but also he spent most of his life, I believe, in the United States and has contributed greatly. A well known locally, nationally, and internationally. I think a celebrity, I think called a celebrity, Manuel Cuevas. Remember, the Hispanic Heritage Month recognizes those who praise the roots of Hispanic speaking countries. Like Manuel, please share some thoughts in recognition of Hispanic Heritage Month. Welcome.
First of all, I want to thank you for your presence here, and we will also celebrate something that is so important. It's about the Chamber of Commerce because the community will contribute very highly because it's a great day. It's just a matter of how can I say it? It's association with our people here. And I think this is the greatest place to celebrate. What better place, I say, than the land of the free, honestly, and the house of the great. Guys, I love you very much. I don't want to say too much because I know I can stop. You know my history, live with it. And if you approve it, love it. If not, keep quiet. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Manuel, and everybody. So the time of the ceremony when we traditionally, every year, since I cannot remember, this is the 17th year that we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month in Nashville, but it's not a new celebration, it's a national celebration that recognizes those contributions that I hope by now you will hear from our friend and member with the Tennessee and the JV classes in a little bit about what those numbers are and what the surprises will bring because we are at the stage of, I guess, post still 2020, we're wearing masks when we were here, we're still doing that. And we don't know until when. So I have to encourage you to do your best to protect your members of the fellow members of the community like we try to do. Unfortunately, it's not an easy thing, and it could be controversial, but I think health is something that somewhere or form also unifies us despite your economic background, your ethnicity, social or any or beliefs. I think we can all be vulnerable to get ill, get sick. So we don't want to see that. We don't want these viruses to affect our community. For us, it's very important to go. It's devastating to a small entrepreneur. I'm surrounded here by members of our first digital empowerment class and acceleration for the Latino and Latina entrepreneur, which we launched about over a month ago. They're 7 weeks and they're about to graduate in a week, I think next week. On the 20th, September 20th, we'll have a celebratory graduation class also because definitely have to meet the curriculum that we put together. Thank you, Karina Garcia, who is our coordinator of programs, to put together this and is conducting annually. Each one of those individuals you can see on my right and left, everyone that is here is an entrepreneur. And they do every day, and I absolutely do because I know you should be in the business that you wanted to join us in order to recognize this and we appreciate it greatly. With this, I want to introduce our great mayor, Mr. John Cooper.
Well, it's my great honor to announce a proclamation recognizing this month as Hispanic Heritage Month. It's worth noting that we're now on to 35 years of this great celebration to recognize how much the Hispanic community means to the greatness of Nashville country and adding to not only our diversity but creating our future. And a tradition going back to the 1980s and even before, and then it's great Nashville's great pleasure to hereby so proclaim the power of invested in me. Thank you very so much, and thank all of you all for being here. It's a great moment in Nashville every year, and again, it adds so much to our community to be able to add another great culture to our rich community. Thank you so much. Okay.
here, please.
Oh.
1, 2. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Very nice. I wanted to read you here about. So it was first instituted by President Johnson, and it was very, and then it kind of extended for one role by, it was a week first, it was extended by one role by President Ronald Reagan. So this is where we are here. Hispanics of many nationalities in Nashville provide unique leadership skills and serve as exceptional role models in all professions.